How would I describe this retreat? Just the most perfect place for anyone who's lost to suicide. I just can't stress when you're with other survivors or whatever we're called, doing this type of work. It's just spot on. Before I came here, I was totally stuck, and had been for about 5 months, like couldn't move, couldn't see a way out, I just was stuck. That's the only word for it. I wasn't suicidal, I was not living. What was the point? Literally, what was the point? I worked to pay a mortgage, to rest. The only joy in life was really spending time with my children or being in nature. And I hadn't felt that sense of joy or anything. And that was months and months, just literally stuck in deep mud. Sue was my therapist very soon after my husband died. And I'd found another therapist and just instantly was no. And I think I stopped seeing her after one session, 1, 2 maybe. And then I found Sue, and so she was my therapist. And so immediately when she said she was going to be doing an EMDR retreat or any retreat, I said yes. And I think that was probably a year ago, maybe. As soon as she said, I said yes. There was no question. The atmosphere in this venue is, the last grief retreat I did was beautiful, and I thought, I just don't think it's going to be as nice. It definitely is. It's fantastic. And I think you have to have some comfort when you're going through deep dive emotional work. And it's so comfortable, so warm. It's lovely. There's squishy sofas everywhere. It's just beautiful. But also the nature. I've gone out every day, got my maps out, and just gone out walking once or twice a day. And yeah, it's just warm and comfortable. I don't think you could do it in English weather, although we've had incredible weather. It's just been so cozy and comforting. And Sue's shown me where she might potentially do the next retreat. And again, it's the same, just warm and cozy. Yeah. It was really interesting to hear other people's take and go, oh yeah, that makes sense, and that's why I do that. And the feedback was incredible. And I think because it was a fairly small group, nobody was worried about sharing. And doing EMDR in a group session, I wondered how that would work, but yeah, it was fantastic the way it was done. You felt like you were on your own, but also within, it's a difficult one to explain because you were doing it, and Sue had put us in stations so we weren't too close to each other, but we also had the support of the group. You could catch eyes with them, and yeah, it was really worked well. Now, the day I'm leaving from when I arrived, I feel like I've got a really close group of support, friends, you could reach out to, which is what I'm lacking. I'm lacking because of my, the way I feel about people who don't know about suicide loss. To have this group, you could put anything on that group. And I've told them stuff that I haven't told so many people, so I feel like a really good, tight support network. And so that's from the community aspect. I feel a lot lighter, and instead of being stuck in that mud, if you really think about being stuck up to your knees in that mud, I don't feel like that anymore. I really don't. What I've been able to let go of, during an EMDR session, I focused on my anger, and that feels a lot better at the moment. I think I'm going to do some follow-up sessions, but the EMDR really helped with that. and I feel a lot less angry. Do I feel more understood that perhaps in a way I didn't before? Is 100%. And that goes back to my point of being in a group, being in a room, being wherever with people who've lost to suicide. Just suicide loss is the most, you can't be in a better place when you've lost in this way. You're totally understood. Without any words, you're understood. You know, there's nothing better for anybody who's lost to suicide is to be with another group or a community of those who've also lost. If anyone's considering coming, don't worry. Everybody who was unsure about, I was the only person who probably wasn't unsure because I knew Sue so well, I knew it would be great. But all the people on the retreat who've spoken about being unsure, the minute they arrived, they were fine. Just trust.